Nouns double feature stream. Technically a triple feature because each of these games is going to count as one best of one, and Nouns are playing a best of 3 and 2 best of 1s today. But today we're going to start on the Party Astronaut side of things. We're going to look deeply into OG Wizard's eyes as we start off this knife round. He does have a very nice karambit. Yeah, I'd be down to play some games. With that said, though, we'll charge things into the knife round and get into it. Party Astronauts, they start this one off strong, but we're down to the 2 versus 2. Junior going to slash sacrifice, and it's just going to be down to Ixani alone in the 1 versus 2. They're not giving him the fights. Everybody's right-clicked. The moment somebody gets right-clicked, we could get the trade, and there it is. Ixani will take down Junior, but Classia available to close out the knife round. It's definitely a more tense knife round than we normally get. I do have a feeling it's going to be 2-0 Nouns, but you never know. Again, as I've been kind of alluding to, Nouns played their best of 3 versus the Shy Squad, or Team Shy, Super Shy, that's it, earlier today. And by map number 2, they were bringing out Bisons and P90s. So the question in my mind for Nouns is if they are going to serious back up. And this feels like a risky proposition here. It's just Rush left alone to watch long as Party Astronauts, they're going to coin flip it. And if he falls too early on, could be troublesome, but Cryptic going to catch the back of the Party Astronaut side as they start to filter on into the site. There's a lot happening all over the place here. Ixani playing the lurk. Here's peeping as he's falling off. But the smoke's going down. We do have the fast rotation in from Nouns. The USPs pulled out, taking the shots. No kills still. And Party Astronauts, they are up on the A-bomb site. So Nouns, they need to start getting their licks in. That's a good start. Rush with 2 heads. Looking for more around the smoke, around the sandbags, but he's got company from behind, and 2 for 2. Now 2 for 3. Bomb down, sacrifice down, as well as Peeping puts those dualies to work. And Ixani got himself a 1 versus 3 to see if he can pull this pistol round back for Party Astronauts. Got that USP in hand from the CT side. But Nouns are taking cover. They might give him a couple of fights. Look for the timing, but other than that, we might have a long pistol round here. Oh, hey, the gloves kind of match the pistol. Isn't that nice? Nouns just not giving him anything though. 25 seconds remaining. Bomb's still down on site. There's really nowhere else that Ixani can go but the graveyard, and Classia will be the one to put him in it. So strong start to thing for Nouns. What kind of a continuation are we gonna get? 3 MP9s and 2 M4s. Party Astronauts with no bomb plant means it is just full pistols lining up for suicide. There's 4 going down suicide. Just a full mid-rush for the Party Astronauts. It's a party in mid. It's a party in Junior's MP9. Oh, he's got 4. He's looking for the 5th, but will be denied by Ixani. But a 1 versus 5 rush just going to come in from top mid. You're going to have a 2-0 start for Nouns, but they will rush this one along. And round number 3, going to be the bye from Party Astronauts. And with that 1 dead player means Junior can toss away his MP9, pick up that AWP. So we'll see how they hold on versus the full buy from the Party Astronaut side. They've left long completely open, but these flashes raining in will start to ring some alarm bells. Nouns already starting to get rotated back over. They've got the smoke down for long as well to try and gum up the progress of Party Astronauts. Junior watching with the AWP, waiting for the push on in. We've got a boosted up player. Oh, he misses the shot. That's not good. That's going to give Party Astronauts a wealth of information. There is the op here. You don't need to push it. They've still got 4. They still seem to want to force this out. They could be trying to bait Nouns into Darty, holding from Cubby and mid. But if they hold for just too long, then this round going to start to get really awkward, and the flash is starting to rain in, but Junior, ooh, not quite able to hit the first shot, and they've taken down Peeping as well. Rush lines up a bunch, but only one headshot for himself, and Junior, he's not hitting the shots. He's not hitting the shots, and that's going to allow Party Astronauts all the way up. They make their way up onto ramp. This Molotov, though, going to push Nouns right back down Cat. The only thing here to stop Party Astronauts from getting up on site is Cryptic, but this bomb going to be going down, and nothing anybody can do about it. Junior did manage to hit the reload. Oh, Cryptic, though, catches OG Wizard. That's 2. Now it's just 2 versus 3. And as they fall, it's Classia with the double to close this one out. And Party Astronauts with their first bomb plant of the game, but Nouns will continue their winning ways. Gotta keep that momentum rolling along on the CT side of Dust2, and Nouns definitely going to have a sizable tailwind behind them now. Lots of money in the pockets. Only lost 2 players on that round. Everybody but Classia has... no, wait. Classia and Cryptic have 0 deaths so far. So this one, we'll see if Party Astronauts can change that. Looks like they're trying for something quick over to B. But they'll probably still make some noise out mid either way. Bit of a spam battle down mid, but does not catch anybody. We're just getting kind of an overview cam of kind of seeing more of the battle beyond just the crosshairs. Party Astronauts, they do have the smoke down for the mid cross, so they could look to go for a mid to B, but the smokes on mid are out, so they either have to shit or get off the pot, and they're not going in through mid through these rifles, so looks like they'll be headed on up to Cat. Although with the smokes down, they've got both directions smoked off, but that CT smoke is about to fall away, but no, they're going to walk right in through it. Cryptic is here. Sacrifice able to trade one back, not before Xani falls. Cryptic not expecting another player in through CT. Suddenly this round's gotten awkward. 30 seconds remaining in a 3 versus 2. Party Astronauts will make their way over to the site, and they're going to get the bomb down. Ooh, okay, OG Wizard just falling off into CT. Rips Peeping. But he's in a 1 versus 2, does not have armor. Classia does have a kit, so this one could just hold the defuse, got Rush in for backup, and Nouns will take a 4th, but that one got a little bit expensive and a little bit awkward. But Nouns keeping this one strong. We got to see them play Inferno and Mirage earlier today. They have managed to pick themselves 2 maps that they didn't have to play earlier. We got Dust2 and Nuke today. Once again, Party Astronauts trying to coin flip out long. This time, though, there's a little bit less pressure on the other side of things from Nouns. We've got the op for OG Wizard. So an opportunity for Party Astronauts to catch a pick, but there's no one on the A site for them to catch. Once again, we've got a player sitting cubby. It's going to be Ben Leet this time. waiting for someone to get curious from Nouns. But the nades starting to rain on in. Well, again, ring that dinner bell for Nouns. They start to get the players rotated over. Ooh, smoke broken. But no one from Party Astronauts has started to move over just yet. Rush is prepared for the push. Ooh, he's not firing. He has to hear the footsteps. The molly going down on ramp. That's going to do a lot of damage. Catches OG Wizard to start this one off, but caught jumping in return by Xani. Bomb going to be going down in this 4 versus 4, and now Nouns with a lot more to do. Ben Leet caught in mid, but not before he's taken down Peeping as well. These are going to be some difficult spots for Nouns to work with. They don't have any utility left. So it's going to have to just be completely dry fights, but luckily Xani will give that first one to Classia. We're getting a boost up as well, but it's Classia caught. Junior able to answer back with the information, but sacrifice in the 1 versus 1. Junior misses, the pistol comes out, but he can't hold on, and Party Astronauts will chalk that one right up. Sacrifice is like, let me out of this round. I don't want the bomb to go off. I don't want the bomb to go off, Chief. I don't know why he's looking at Chief. But a 4-1 start, still respectable from both sides, really. Party Astronauts keeping these rounds as close as they have been means that there are 2 players now on Nouns that are stuck on the MP9s, so maybe Party Astronauts, they're thinking this is their time to go for something. Xani caught in mid early on, so the early pickoff definitely not doing Party Astronauts any favors. And the question is, can they make it past Peeping? This is a rough spot to try and catch someone in, and he does eliminate Sacrifice. The trade comes through, but now Nouns going to continue to slow this one down. Darty on 21 HP, definitely not doing Party Astronauts any favors either. Ooh, the peek in through long, but Rush doesn't spot anybody. Player will reveal. Ben Leet's like, hey, I've been here. But with both players unable to find each other. Still going to be the 4 versus 3, and Party Astronauts trying to get in through mid. Look for maybe a mid to B. Still keeping things slow and steady, though. Can't afford to lose too much. No money left in the bank for Party Astronauts. Ooh, Rush, he's got that MP9 up nice and close. He's like, I'm playing for the flash, but he loses a teammate. Is able to get the trade, though. But you have to feel a little bit guilty baiting out your teammate like that. Now going to be up to OG Wizard, who will be able to get the bomb down. Nothing Nouns can do about that, but 1 versus 3, and it's OG Wizard with the op. This is something that everybody must be afraid of. That's a good start for him, but Junior catches one. But it's only going to be the shot through the boxes, down to 62 HP, catches him jumping, and Rush now in a 1 versus 1. Oh, jumping up through the boxes, but doesn't have enough health to hold on. It's a Glock headshot to close out the round, and Party Astronaut's going to take a second. I'll take a timeout to cool down after that one. Yeah, check him PC indeed. All right, so I have a question about the rest of chat. How many people in chat are wondering for this game to, or are waiting for this game to end so that they can pug with 1 or more players on this server? Just out of curiosity. I'm sure there's some of you in here that are like, man, I just want this game to be over so we can pug. Zero? Nobody's waiting for that? All right, fair enough. Noun's going to be going into a save now. Really more of a force. They've got the Scout and they've got the MP9s. One of those already erased. Again, OG Wizard, you cannot underestimate him. I wish I was good enough. I mean, depending on the game, sometimes it's just like, oh, I'll look at the people in chat and be like, oh, okay. This is not chat. This is just people waiting to pug. It's a waiting room. Now that's the scout down 2. With every shot, OG Wizard going to continue to make his mark on this round, and Nouns going to be the ones feeling it. Peeping might have the shot, spots the elbow, but doesn't take the shot fast enough, and Darty Sacrifice going to make this one massive blunder for Nouns. Now Cryptic alone in the 1 versus 4. Not going to have an easy time of it. Tries to take down Ben Leet, but will be taken down himself, and Party Astronaut's going to put it within 1 round. So, okay, chat. Tell me what's the first skin you're going to put M80 stickers on. I think for me, I'm going to look for something blue or something yellow. Idle lurking to make NACS great again? Well, I appreciate that as well. Headshot's a good one. None until they bring us the old logo back. It's true. The old M80 logo was better. I haven't looked at the ratings recently, but I wouldn't be surprised if OG Wizard is the best rated player. There's a lot of feast or famine for Party Astronauts if OG Wizard is able to really get rolling on the op. And this is definitely a map where OG Wizard can get rolling on the op. Ooh, Galil Cerberus is a good choice. I hadn't thought about that one. Lake stickers on your dualies? Yeah, there's some good dually stickers, or good dualies for stickers. This one's a pistol, so there's not a whole lot to talk about. Nouns just lining up inside a CT spawn, hoping that they can catch a timing, but will not be the case. Junior catches one. Ooh, on the way up, Peeping gonna find one as well. Removes Darty's head, and they're looking for some more. They're really trying to take these weapons away from the Party Astronauts players, but they will be sent to the Shadow Realm. We are now a good 2/3 through this first half. 8 rounds in. Welcome to round number 9. And it was the Nouns show. Now it's been the PA show. And it could be anyone's game. Nouns, they did do a good job of taking away the saved weapons from Party Astronauts. So the hope from them is that they can win one and start to string some rounds together to follow that up. Ooh, big push into the B bomb site, and Classia catches himself a fish in the name of Darty. Party Astronauts trying to go for something cheeky, getting caught early on. Sacrifice down to 30 HP as well. Party Astronauts are like, all right, we go somewhere else. Ooh, Junior going for the flick through the doors. Can't quite hit. So Party Astronauts now split up completely, 2 and 2. Cat players looking to maybe just cause some noise while the bomb is over toward B long. And it feels like the right call to lean that way. There's only one player on the site itself, with Peeping just holding down mid. If Party Astronauts can get over to the B bomb site without Nouns sniffing anything out, this could very well be Party Astronauts with a 5th in a row. Question is, if they start to make too much noise, and they are going to start to move their way on in, but Nouns, they've gotten pretty buried deep onto the site. Classia going to be playing behind the boxes with Peeping behind bricks. As the utility going to start to rain in, Classia going to be pushed around, rooted out, but it might not matter. Rush already with the kill onto Ben Leet. It's 3 versus 5, and Nouns are continuing to erase the Party Astronauts. They're continuing to bring them out of orbit. And it's Peeping to close this one out. as Nouns will be the ones to break the stalemate and take a 5th round. And we got a pause. Well, pauses are the perfect time to talk to chat. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to push this button to say thank you to the followers. There have been a few of you, and I do appreciate you stopping by and hitting the follow button. Other bonuses of following include you get to know when future streams are going live, and you get free channel points. I run predictions every time there is a game, and if you're like, hey, I would like to predict the outcome of the game, channel points are a nice way to do it without incurring personal financial risk. So I highly recommend you use channel points instead of gambling with real money. Outside of that, join the Discord and tell me to make commands like what Drawlum just put in chat. You know, sometimes I need to be reminded that I haven't done that yet. And I put that there as a reminder to, yeah, I haven't done that one either. Look, there is a channel on Discord that is a forum channel where you can make a thread and be like, Floofies, make this command. And I'll be like, all right, fine. I'll go make that command. But I'm not going to do it while I'm streaming. I'll do it after stream. Are you going to be casting the NA Major Qualifier? I don't know yet. That is next week. I would love to. But, no one emailed me about it. So, as of right now, no. But who knows? I hope so too. It would be very nice to get that opportunity. All right, pause time ended. Peeping, taking the first shot, but Sacrifice trying to get activated early and gets shoved right back over. Party Astronauts, again, trying to take control of mid. They'll be gifted this. They will be gifted that mid control. Nouns trying to take control of the extremities. And honestly, with Rush as far up toward long as he's gotten, Party Astronauts still going to have a whale of a time trying to make their way on anywhere. That nade hurt Party Astronauts more than it did anything to Nouns. And, well, now, Peeping, trying to get pushed up with the AWP. Oh, but he misses the shot by mere centimeters. But these nades doing tons of damage. Ben Leach is going to burn to death. A Viking funeral for himself. But that bomb is ticking away. 3 versus 4. Now I'm starting to get pushed up slowly. Got to gather this troops before venturing on in. And now this is not going to be the easiest one. Darty will catch the first. Good trade from Classia. Exani will make a kill for himself as well. And it's just going to be up to OG Wizard to hold on from Cat. 1 versus 2. They've got him dead to rights here. They can get this defuse. Oh, no, they can't. He peeks out and Junior wasn't watching. Oh, what a blunder by Nouns. They had to think that Junior had to be watching that last player Cat, but the timing of the peek out from OG Wizard was perfect. And so they go to 5-5 on their CT side. And even worse still, the buy, they had brought 2 ops into that round. So now things are going to start to hurt. Although Junior burns out Exani and is able to rip down Sacrifice as well. So numbers advantage in their favor once again. But they have been known to lose with the numbers advantage before. See if they can pull this one back into their favor. Darty finding a kill on Peeping in through mid, and that's a solid kill to be getting. Peeping, typically the leading man here for Nouns. Though this game, it's been Junior. Junior's been having a fantastic game so far. Party Astronauts, they'll get that bomb down on B, and it feels like this could be a save situation. Cryptic needs to be careful. Oops, Spot's Darty. So 3 versus 2. Nouns, they do want to go for this. They don't have kits. It's a dangerous retake scenario. They've already burned away about a third of their time. And this op watching window. This creek-in needs to be perfect. It works out. OG Wizard misses the shot, but Ben Leet will not. Lassia getting in, but he's lost his teammate. This kill needs to come in now, and it's OG Wizard to find it. Party Astronauts now going to take the lead for themselves the first time on Dust2. If I had to live on any map, which would it be? Probably... You know what? We'll go with Basalt. Basalt looks very pretty. That or Eden. Eden is also very pretty. It's Edinburgh. No, Italy, I don't like the layout of Italy. I wouldn't want to live there. Wow. Just a massacre in the upper tons, but Nouns Esports, the ones to come out on top, and now they're going to be able to rearm. They've got bomb down as well. So they can really cause some issues to Party Astronauts, but not if that happens. 2 versus 2. And a minute 21 for Party Astronauts to work on this one. Oh, they might not need it though. Classia gonna fall here to Ben Leet. This nade going in. That is gonna be called out, but Peeping's gotta hit this shot. And this AWP, he hasn't quite been as on point as Junior has. He's about to get crunched on as well. He realizes this. He peeks on out. He's got an MP9, and that is enough to take down Ben Leet, but he's down to 2 HP. If that nade had hit, that would have been the end of everything. 49 seconds. Ooh, Peeping from here should be able to hear the running from Xani. The question is that a rotation run, or is that a fake? Peeping choosing to believe in the fake. Staying on B. As Xani starting to make his way on over to A. Now, you know where it would be good to live? I would want to live on Vertigo. I will live on an unfinished building. Well, bomb down. Let's see if Peeping can close this one out in his favor. No kit. And a single flash on his belt. Has to make this one fast, and that bomb is already halfway ticked down. Jumping his way up boxes. He's going to try and go for the loud approach, but that's going to be punished. Party Astronauts close out their T side favorably. 7-5. The big question here for Nouns is, do you win the pistol? And Nouns have been pretty good about that. But this almost feels like it's been a CT side pistol round. So it could make things difficult either way. Have to see what Nouns has in their back pocket. I will say that the gambling out long for the T-side pistol has not been the move. So I am glad to see that Nouns are not trying that. I wouldn't want to live on any of the desert maps. I'll just say that. I don't want to live in the desert. I like going to the beach, but that's the only way I like sand. You know? Does look like Nouns are going to try their luck on Cat. The flash pops perfectly to stop Sacrifice from getting into this one, and it's going to be Rush to start things off, but Sacrifice going nutty on the pistol, and that's bombed down as well. Party Astronauts rotating more over. That's that CT side pistol on Dust2. That's just how it goes. 1 versus 4 now for Junior. He's got the P250, but with no armor. This one going to be a little bit difficult for him, and with no utility left in his belt, it's going to be Darty to clean this one up. Pops the skull, and Party Astronauts will take themselves a nice 3-round advantage. No bomb plant for Nouns means likely a 9th for Party Astronauts. But I've seen this a bit. It's Dust2, so you can buy the Scout. And Junior has gone for just that. First shot rings out, doesn't find a home. Uthera would be a nice place to live, too. But this is a worrying position for the MP9. This is a great spot to farm up a whole lot of Glocks if the timing is right. And it's not quite. Peeping, able to trade right back. Sacrifice now. M4 in hand, but the bomb pops behind him. The nade pops behind him. Junior does fall, but Noun's able to rearm, and they'll make their way up long as well. They should be able to get the bomb down, too. Suddenly, it looks like a viable trade of rounds here. Party Astronauts not being able to convert the eco would be a huge momentum shift, and Cryptic knows there's a player out long. He's baiting him, though, and it's Darty to just pop the heads of Nouns. Party Astronauts will take a 9th round. So this is always my question with the Scout, right? Is like, sure, you buy it 2 rounds in a row, but like that Scout did nothing in the last round. And when you're already behind, that Scout feels like such a risky investment. But with the AK sitting behind it, there's a little bit more opportunity for it to get involved and for it to make an impact, and it already has. Scout down mid hits Ixani. Down to 57 HP. Ooh, and Darty trying to get in close too, but now Nouns get to call this position out. Nade, first nade doesn't hit, second nade will. Darty down to 19 HP. Nouns just throwing the kitchen sink at him. But he'll get out all the same. But a good amount of utility damage to start off the round is going to feel nice for these AKs. Boost up for Peeping, but no one's on Cat to fight. But with that position cleared out, now Nouns can start to move their way up Cat. But the danger is here. OG Wizard is ready for them. It's the oppers on both teams that are having the most frags on the game. 14 for Junior, 14 for OG Wizard. Although, as this T side unfolds, you might expect that to change a little bit. Peeping going in and just ripping heads is kind of how Nouns win their rounds. They have the mid to B smoked off, but there's 3 players on B, and Nouns, they've got down to 25 seconds. This needs to be quick, and it needs to be decisive, but that's a good start. Peeping with the first. Oh, it's just Ixani now. And Rush will unlock the site. Now 2 versus 5, and there's not a whole lot left to be done. 2 versus 4. Bomb down, but these remaining 2 guns just gonna save over by NACS, also known as Dumpster or Blue. So is it comeback time for Nouns, or do they still have things to be worried about? Because that was definitely a solid round, but there's enough money left in the coffers for Party Astronauts to pick up guns once again. I like how you can save on site for Dust2. It's one of the few maps where the bomb radius isn't ridiculous. So, Party Astronaut's going to reinvest. Uh-oh. Ixani, buy a kit. You have $600, buy a kit. You mean like Inferno Nuke? Yeah, an Ancient. All right, good. Ixani did buy a kit. But that is the last of the money invested for Party Astronauts. And this smoke going to do enough. Nouns will make it out long, but Cryptic will die to the op of OG Wizard to start off this round. Once again, cannot challenge OG Wizard. If you come at the king, you best not miss, and OG Wizard is definitely not missing. Now he's lined up for long, and that is going to be a rough situation, but Rush has already snuck his way past the crosshair, and that's going to be the headshot, and that just might be the A-bomb site. Long and open here for Nouns. Darty, though, getting in close and early. And that could be Doom. He spots the first head, pops peeping. Bomb's still going to be going down for Nouns, but this 3 versus 4, it feels like a winnable one for Party Astronauts. It feels very dangerous for Nouns. Oh, Junior spots the rifle of the first. Is he going to expect the second, though? Sacrifice still into double doors. Knows Junior's nearby. Heard the footstep. Could still take the advantage right back, but Junior not expecting the second player and will die as a result. It's just going to be Classy trying to win this all on his own, and he does! Takes Darty from below and will win a 7th for Nouns. Picks up the op as well. This is the opportunity that Nouns have been looking for. This is where they can start to turn things around for themselves. It looked really shaky on the CT side. And honestly, it started off pretty shaky. But this is a point where Nouns are going to start to get really dangerous. Now there's no primary weapons in the hands of Party Astronauts. It is just pistols. And this is where the AKs and the op really get rolling for Nouns. This is the dangerous point when the economy really gets to get stacked up. Peeping does have an inkling that there's a player in pit. Ooh, if he gives his head, though, to this USP, goes for the jump peek, goes, I see you. This Molotov will flush you right out. And the USP, ooh, taking some chunks out of Peeping, but Junior just the jumping burst. So 4 versus 5. Already making his way up toward mid, but he has to know about this position. He was in it earlier this game. Bomb going to be planted over on A. In this 3 versus 5, and Party Astronauts still in the upper atmosphere, away from the site. This is ground control to Major Tom. And Party Astronauts are now going to be within one round of Nouns. But the nice thing is, having watched Nouns absolutely crush earlier tonight, it is nice to get to see a more serious side. I'm glad that they haven't just automatically flipped that setting. That they can't just keep, you know, the sillies going. Yeah, engage the countdown, engines on. It's a space oddity. Reinvestment now from Party Astronauts. It's do or die. Otherwise, there's going to be just too much momentum behind Nouns, and it might not be possible to stop it. Did you get Sacrifice pushed over toward pit early? Going to get the flash, or get the smoke over. And send Nouns charging out through long. Nouns are definitely starting to take control of this T side. Again, quickly clearing out each position with the utility. And the big saving grace for them is there's no op on OG Wizard. It is M4s and a FAMAS for Ben Leet. There's definitely the opportunity here, but the boost up for OG Wizard. Oh, they're not checking this. The smoke about to clear. This one could be disastrous. It's Cryptic going to be the first one to fall. But that is all that Party Astronauts are going to take. But the one and done on the CT side is honestly enough. You can set up for the multi-frag later in the round, but for now, you're just taking pieces out of the puzzle for the T side. You're mixing up the cube and forcing something different out of your opponents, and Nouns gonna send their way over to the A-bomb site. There's 2 players over here to watch, but it's just OG Wizard out long. He's gonna be the first to fall, and Peeping gonna close down too. So there is gonna be a bomb plant, but Sacrifice answers back. That is the Peep Man down. That is the 15 and 12 rifler down. The question is, can Nouns hold on to this? 2 versus 3 left. Junior, good flick on to Darty, and Classia working from Cat as well. They'll force Sacrifice up into their realm, into the bomb site, but Junior can't quite hold on. Sacrifice knows the last man is Cat, but Classia, good for the headshot. Op going to be picked up, and Nouns will equalize the scores. Now they're starting to wake up. Now they're starting to get really dangerous. Party Astronaut's going to be stuck on the pistols once again. And this is where things are going to start to put that pressure on. Sacrifice going for the risky peeks out mid. The good news for Party Astronauts is, since they have that max round bonus, they will have that op out for OG Wizard. So they might have that opportunity to start trading these back. And even so, on a tie game, these pistols are going to be super dangerous. OG Wizard on the P250, there's Ben Leet on the Deagle. There's a couple of 5.7s and a Deagle for Sacrifice as well. Nouns, they can't be too hasty on this or they're just going to lose their heads, but that's a good start. Keeping with a shot on a Ben Leet. Takes one of those critical Deagles down. There's more work to be done. You cannot risk a gap. You cannot risk losing a player to these pistols. The Nouns are doing a good job of advancing carefully. Ooh, this 5.7 Stanny gets real close, but won't be allowed on in. And it's just Darty now. Got that full blue 5.7. Something about Eiffel 65. Am I right? Who's blue? Nobody's blue? Okay. Alright, I understand. It's okay. I'm blue. But unfortunately, Darty is the blue and the dead. Alright, have a good night, Mark. Yeah, it's a nice 5.7. But the danger returns to Party Astronauts. It's OG Wizards op. If Nouns shut this one down, then this game can feel all but over. You cannot be too hasty about fighting this op. Ooh, and the peek out, and it's OG Wizard to win the fight. Again, you cannot give OG Wizard our way into the round. Give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. Nades into lower, that's going to be a chonky one. Classia taken down by 30. It's definitely going to feel good for Party Astronauts. Nouns getting lined up to go for the mid to B, but they have to worry because there's a lot of the astronauts here in mid. It's Sacrifice. He's already had a great game for himself. He spots the elbow of Cryptic, takes him right away. Peeping with the trade. But you have to start feeling like you need to get more than a trade. You need to get the entries, and, well, that might just work. That might just unlock the site, but OG Wizard still playing from CT. Bomb picked up. Peeping gonna extricate it over to the B bomb site. He will get there before OG Wizard able to get activated, so 2 versus 2 for the retake. No, Party Astronauts, they want this. They've got the kit on Ben Leet. They've got the smoke and the flashes. They just need the timing. They missed the player looking bricks. Rush with his head ducked down. Both heading over to window. Peeping. They still seem to think this is an upper tons push. It's a dangerous thing to think, but Peeping. Oh, spots the player window. Not quite able to hit the shot as Rush, but Peeping will. 4K for himself as Nouns take a 2-round advantage. And now is the time to close the door. You kick the foot out. Now is the time to shut it. Party Astronauts. They've got the scout for Ben Leet. Is OG Wizard going to pick one up too? Well, Ben Leet just scouting mid. OG Wizard holding on to money for the op on the what could be the final round of the game here. Nouns, you can see they're keeping things that they want to close this one out, but they want to do it right. They're not looking for the fast. They're not looking for the wrong approach. Ooh, but they could get caught here. Party Astronauts sending 2 out through upper, and they catch Classia first. They're already looking to pick up a weapon, but this molly won't catch him, and, well, Nouns unable to follow up. Losing a man early. Oh, this is dangerous. Sacrifice. Stops the hop and Cryptic. These MP9s are causing a mess. And there's still more opportunities. Xani could do is a dangerous player right here, but will fall to Peeping. 3 versus 4, now 2 as Darty closes down on Rush, and the scout gets activated as well. Oh, and Junior misses. MP9s demolish Nouns. And OG Wizard's got his op out again. Nouns was just a little bit of momentum behind him. Enough left in the bank for an op. Enough left in the bank for a buy. No explosives, no frag grenades. So the smokes from Party Astronauts are going to linger. Those are going to be nice long smokes. This is an interesting position for OG Wizard playing this. That reminds me of like somebody playing up close and personal on the A-bomb site on Ancient, playing so close to tunnels. Darty, he hears the players moving over towards Cat. He doesn't know who it is, but he knows there's somebody. And that knowledge is power. Knowing is half the battle. As Nouns start to creep their way up through Cat. They're looking for that map point. They're looking to make it so Party Astronauts have to take them to overtime if they want to take them at all. It's a fast push over towards A. Ooh, but Darty Peeping, the first one caught. This Molotov doing some good damage, but it's not quite enough. Nouns burning on the A-bomb site, but the players from Cat, the players from the upper side of the map, they're getting their licks in. Ben Leet now, and Xani, 2 versus 3, as the bomb is planted. They both have kits, but Ben Leet has no armor. He didn't buy armor, chat. And he'll fall to the headshot from Cryptic. Now Xani in the 1 versus 3. This might be the time to just call up a save. Nouns had a shooting gallery. Looking down into CT. They had the high ground. Don't challenge me, Anakin. I have the high ground. Nouns will take map point on Dust2. Ixani surviving is so valuable there for party astronauts. But look at the kills on Nouns as we go across the server. Junior, Peeping, and Classia all have 20. Rush has 16. The only one that hasn't gotten his score buffed here is Cryptic. But he's the IGL. Ooh, Nouns looking to close this one in a hurry. Are we just going to get a full-out B rush? They have to watch out. Darty is already in lower tons. This is so dangerous. Darty has OG Wizard here to trade him as well. Ooh, Molly in. He's burning to death down to 50 HP. Does manage to escape the lower tons. Meanwhile, Nouns going to be mollied out themselves. Peeping, just escaping the fire. But more damage has been dealt to the T side than CT side, and it's basically all been utility damage. Now that's not utility damage. Junior pops up and gets ripped down. Ben Leet starting to get a little bit curious over toward double doors. Cryptic on the other side of the smoke. Whose spray will be the one to hit? It's Cryptic. And now the alarm bell's starting to ring in party astronauts. They haven't started to rotate in yet. They send the player over by Long. OG Wizard, good for the shot. Takes down Cryptic. This gives party astronauts some space now over toward Long as the molly burns. Nouns unable to get activated, unable to move in. So it's going to cause a change. Oh, I like the opportunity, though. I like the opportunity. Nouns, they start to move their way over to the B bomb site. It's just Darty here, but it's a 1 versus 3 now for Rush. The former major winner. Can he win this one in the end? He spots the elbow. He knows that Rush is here by window. Oh, does he have enough time to get the bomb down? He has just enough time, but party astronauts are on him like white on rice. And it's going to be 11. Party astronauts making us play all 24 rounds. Keeping it as close as it can be. How's it going, Heavenly Peach? I have an exciting game. A nice and close one. All right, party astronauts giving themselves that best chance. Hits across the board, armor across the board, full utility across the board. This is it. This is for all the marbles. This is the round where you think about all your mistakes up until this point. What could we have done differently? But you don't have time to think about those mistakes. All you can do is play this. One last fight. One more minute. Nouns starting to creep their way in toward the A-bomb site. Ben lead on this off angle. Could blow this round wide open for party astronauts. There's 3 players waiting here for Nouns. Ooh, but the flash on in. It works out perfectly. Rush takes down both. From dreams to nightmares for party astronauts. The smoke down for CT as well. Gonna keep them locked into their own spawn as they fall, as the bomb is planted. 2 versus 4. Sacrifice going wild. Takes down 2. But there's 3 more here in Sacrifice on 15 HP. They've got Peeping up toward Cat already. They've got the setup that won them around already. And they've got the op. Junior's off. He's been hitting some great shots, but it's Peeping to close this one out. 13-11 in the favor of Nouns to win Dust2 for our first map. And all right, have a great rest of your night.